Hello everybody, welcome back for some more InFamous. Oh, photographers. Okay. So we're going to finish up the side quest, the two that we have, and then start main mission content. Also, ignore the pop-ins with everything. I know. I don't know. I don't remember this being a thing back in the day, but I guess I didn't really pay as much attention to this type of stuff back then either, so who knows. That's not a whole ass truck. Good. I don't know why I thought there was like a whole ass truck right there all of a sudden. I'm not saving you. If you're gonna fucking run in front of gunfire and get killed, that's kind of on your own. You know, there's medics around somewhere that they can help out.
Listen, can you pull some cool moves? I want to take some pictures of you in action.
Well, foist things foist. I want this west side. I want this. Well, west side, just hanging up here. Which, of course, it's directly right up here. Why would it not? Why would it not be? I know these are not the guys I should be killing right now, because obviously got to kill the ones that are marked for death. But, in all fairness, these assholes are kind of in the way, and they are causing problems. And I'm trying not to hurt civilians, but I can't help that when these fucking idiots keep running in front of the enemies. Which, to be fair, I'm sure it's pretty well known by now that InFamous AI, when it comes to, like, civilians, are not the smartest. They're really not. Oh, those are the marked ones? Also, I think if I'm not mistaken, I believe the second upgrade for the grenade prevents civilians from getting hurt. Or is that, like, third one? Maybe, I don't know. Wait, is it? That's it. Yeah, I don't know. I've already... Oh, okay. I was going to say. Also, bear in mind, you probably hear a lot of clicking a lot. It's just a habit of mine. I think not only did COD ruin it for me, but, you know, having to constantly sprint all the time, but I think InFamous also didn't help with that either. Having to click the left stick in every single time, or even just like the right stick to do that. Alright, so for this one, all you gotta do is, you don't even have to jump that far. If you want to show off, make like a big old thunder drop, go right ahead. If you want to do what I'm doing right now, where you just slam the ground, that works too. It's luckily this guy doesn't really give a shit. So we're not done yet. We got like at least one more set of things to do. Let me guess, grind rails? Fucking saw that one coming. Well, to be fair, I played this game enough to the point where I kind of remember areas that have me do stuff. I think there's one where you actually have to save civilians. And even if you're playing on evil, I think you still have to do it, so... Alright, there you go, there's one. Yeah, it's kind of funny how, like, I was mentioning earlier, like, Sly Cooper. Because, obviously, it's made by literally the same company. But yeah, Sly Cooper had, like, the same kind of a concept of, like, just... I guess you could say rail grinding. I mean, yeah, Sonic does too, and yeah, so does Ratchet, I know, but, like... You know, you can see kind of a comparison of those particular games, both with Sly and InFamous, I should say. Also, by the way, I've not yet played Ghost of Tsushima. I have heard, of course, good things about it, but I haven't yet to play it. Alright, fuck it, let's go do main mission right now, because it's closer. I don't feel like running all the way to get that next one. And we're right here right now, so we might as well do this. I could pull up a thing that will tell me, like, how many more main missions we have, but if I had to guess, we shouldn't have that many more. Like, I'm pretty sure we're... Oh... It's this one. This one's annoying on hard. And as far as I'm going to keep it, I'm going to keep this game on hard for a while. Yeah. Pretty much. Sorry, yeah, I like just got off work like a couple hours ago. I'm a little bit tired, especially since it's so fucking hot all the time. Okay, so this mission is not too hard. I just don't like doing it. Mainly because eventually you're going to get to a point where there's going to be enemies around you. And the other thing, too, is jumping from building to building and trying to find the proper building to jump off from. Who the fuck was shooting at me? Because, like, dude's not even showing up.
Hey, Cole. Just letting you know that I'm over at the prison, helping out the cops.
You kidding me? I thought you hated cops.
Okay,
Now, like you said, things have changed.
there it is.
Besides, any lawman that stayed in this hellhole is the real deal.
I was wondering where the explosive guy was. Yeah, again, well, not really again, but I guess something I can talk about real quick. What the fuck? Alright, not that far out. So, the jail mission that's coming up with Zeke later, I always end up getting evil on that one somehow. I always... Oh, and I'm dead. I always fuck that one up somehow. I don't know why, but I do. But yeah, all because I'm doing Infamous 1 does not necessarily mean I'm going to do 2 or Second Son. Second Son is not bad. Infamous 2 is also not technically bad either. I just don't know if I'm going to do them. And again, I don't know if I'm going to do an evil playthrough. Worst come to worst, I could always do like an evil playthrough on Hardcorean, just for the hell of it. Give me at least an opposite effect for both games. Alright, so to land this, you need to wait for him to get out from under the train thing, but you could technically just fly to it, kind of. If you're a good jump. If you got a good jump on you, you can do that.
Cole, lots of gunshots
Yeah, eat it.
coming to the hospital. What's going on out there?
I was kind of hoping he would just repeat the same line again.
Bastards have really gone off the deep end this time.
I don't have
I know we need points, but
You have to stop.
because we'll get enough to upgrade anyway. With the amount of shit we keep collecting, the amount of enemies we keep killing. Which is something else I can bring up too. In this game, playing on hard nets you less experience. So, I'm pretty sure I've mentioned this before, but let's take regular Reapers for example, right? Like, I think regular Reapers... Oh, fuck. I want to say they drop like 7 XP for a kill. But then again, Dustmen do too, so I don't remember if they get any higher or not. It's been a bit, so you have to forgive an old man for forgetting everything. An old brain. I should really stop calling myself that, because it'll probably end up happening if I'm not careful. Yeah, you have to forgive me for forgetting, but the specifics. But I do know that, like, you get less XP. So, like, I think it's like 7, and then if you're playing on easy, I think it's... I think on normal it might be 10. I think on easy it's like 11 or 15. I don't know. I don't remember. We could test that theory right now and switch off to like the other thing, but I think I've done that before. I might have shown that off once or twice. Just check it for blast shards as well. Why shoulder swap when I can check for blast shards too? Speaking of shoulder swaps, I'm not looking forward to playing Uncharted 3's campaign because of the fucking kid section. I hate that part. I hate the Kid Drake shit. Yeah, I'm not a fan. Okay, I kind of went a little too far out here, but alright. This one's not a timed mission anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Oh my fucking lord. I hate when those things appear, because then it's like, they take me out of it. I have to go kill them. I mean, they give me decent XP, so that's partly why. Alright. So, something else that Infamous 2 adds that is a very cool addition is the ability to basically just fly on up, straight up to a building. So, and Infamous Second Son does the same thing too, except with smoke. In Infamous 2, you have these little, like, pipes that you can kind of grab onto that electrified that launches you straight upward. And Infamous 2 might have quote-unquote better gameplay, but I don't like the city. I don't care much for... I think it's just kind of boring. I also don't really care much for the powers that you get. Like the new ones, the ice and fire one, are just kind of whatever. Also, there's a fuck ton of goons. Which was what I was going to do if I wasn't actually playing this game right now. Well, I would have been playing Holocure for a good portion of it. As I've been, again, I didn't really mention too much of it, but I got kind of back into those a bit. And I did finally unlock all the characters. I'm just right now trying to work through and get all the stat upgrades and stuff. But, you know, it's a Vampire Survivors type game, so it's going to take a while to finish everything. And trust me, it's going to take a while. And Vampire Survivors itself is, I would assume, notorious for that. I don't mind it. You know, that's a lot of content for something that's like $5. Plus, you can buy DLC. Which reminds me, I actually bought DLC for Vampire Survivors. And then, of course, like, you know, a dork, still have yet to actually get to the point where I can unlock those characters and play them. So, I can't play the DLC that I bought until I work my way up there, which isn't fairly common. Usually when you buy DLC, it's like, okay, here's the thing now, you can play them. You never really have to unlock it, because I'm pretty sure people would probably get yelled at, especially if you were a fighting game company like Capcom. Well, they're not a fighting game company, but, you know, if you had a fighting game like Street Fighter, then yeah, you would get yelled at. There's no doubt about it. I mean, Vampire Survivors, you know, people might have yelled about that too, I don't know, but I don't really mind it as much. Like, unlocking those characters that I bought, because at least then, like, that's part of the fun in it. So, like, by buying those characters straight up and just having them already unlocked, doesn't that kind of just take away a good portion of what made the game fun? Is the grind itself? So, I don't know. But yeah, here in a couple of weeks, well, here, like, I think, like, pretty soon, I'm going to have a couple good amount of days off that I can use to get stuff done.
I destroyed the buses, Moya. Gonna look into the thing with Alden.
Alright. Where are we at now? More side quest. Fucking A. Well, why not, I guess. Why the fuck not? It's right there, dumbass. Going the complete wrong way. Honestly, at this point, I think my playthrough will just be this. Like, oh, I'll go finish, like, a main mission. And then after I finish a main mission, it's like, oh, well, time to side quest for the next 30, 40 minutes of gameplay footage. Okay, you know what? Why do I even bother? Well, I might have to, actually. Depending on things go. Please don't make me go search for echoes.
The Dustmen, they took my brother.
Okay.
Placed him in a uniform.
Oh, it's this one.
They're making him patrol with them. Free him, please.
Yeah. Basically, he's wearing more like a square hat, and you can kind of tell the difference. Also, I think in InFamous 2, you get an ability that allows you to heal multiple people at once. Are you okay? God, they're like fucking toddlers. Yeah, he has to shoot back at you. Well, it's not him. What? What are you fucking talking about? That guy had a fucking circle head. I saw it. Yeah, there's a square... Yeah, the funny thing is, like, the game fucking tells you, too. It's like, oh, yeah, by the way, that's the wrong guy. Like, no shit. Maybe I must have accidentally hit him from behind. I don't know. Are you good?
Thank you so much, Cole.
And that's it. Now I gotta sit here and wait for this thing to finish. So, what I'll probably do right now is I'll probably do, like, 2 or 3 of these, and then I'll just hop into the main mission. Like, on the way to the main mission for now, for this episode, I think I'll just finish a couple. Another fucking Terabus, which I think is only just one Terabus anyway. Which is not bad, in all fairness. I mean, only one, you know, is not a bad ordeal. It's not a terrible thing. Whether or not there's 3 of them or not, I don't know. That's gonna be a long one if that's the case. Yeah,
Listen,
civilians in this game are so fucking
this win won't stop until everyone's dead.
just... They're just so fucking infantile. Like, you know, they fall on the ground and start crying for mommy to come pick them up. It's like I get to a point where like they're like so damn sick they can't do anything. Like I understand that, but it's mainly the AI part of it. Like you push them over, they fall over, they start crying. Well, they don't like cry, but they won't get up. Okay, that was a fail. And yeah, this must be the mission that I was thinking about where like there's just a bunch of dustmen. Which means if I'm not careful, I'm going to fucking die. Which is like right now. Because I'm not being careful about what I'm doing here. So yeah, the thing is, you'll have to either kill all these guys at once. Which to be fair, I mean, a good old rocket blast to the head should be enough to do a good amount of damage. And they can't really do much about it. As obviously seen here. But dealing with the bus and then having to fight off like whatever remaining group might still be there, if the same group. Which is just irritating to deal with, but, you know, if that happens, that sucks. But I think I chose the smarter decision, which could be a case of me actually showing maturity, I guess. Some growth in my ways of playing these fucking games now. By the way, if you're on the bus, it doesn't matter. It's not going to do anything to you. Like what, 37 more? 37% more to finish here. Ah, damn, dude. The little prick launched me. And yeah, what sucks though, even though I have energy saving stuff on, not energy saving, but like energy refueling shit. It doesn't help much. In terms of like getting my health back. It's not going to do that for you, unfortunately. You're kind of stuck on your own. Let's go fucking upgrade some powers. Radiant Hero mode. Oh, I can't. I mean, Shockwave Hero. I mean, increases blast range. So blast force, now blast range. Okay. What's this? Yeah, why not? Rocket redirect. Redirect an airborne rocket by firing R1. Ooh. I forgot you could do that. Shock Grenade Hero. Okay, increased damage of weak enemies are automatically restrained. Nice. Increases blast and damage, and of course, level 1 is knockdown time. Which reminds me, did we ever even buy this damn thing at all? Yeah. So this, by the way, I think I've explained this before, but if I haven't, this is a DLC item. You can get this as DLC, and you can hit people with it. And it does that. It kills them, usually relatively quickly. There's a dustman right there that I could have probably used it on, but I did not. So, oops. It's going to knock my ranking down a little bit. That's fine, who gives a shit. Once you're already in hero rank, you're pretty much good. You should have all the abilities unlocked. And one of these days, out of curiosity, one of these days I will go back and see if I can revert to evil while being good. I don't know if you can. I would assume the game soft locks you from doing that. Not soft locks, but I'm pretty sure the game makes it to where you can't. But you never really truly know until you dick around and find out, right? And I never did it because I always thought like, oh, that's just a kind of a waste of time. Like, it's kind of pointless. Like, why should I bother? Now that I'm older, it's like, I don't know. I mean, I got some... Weirdly enough, I actually have probably more time on my hands to do stuff than I ever have. Which is why I do things in general, because I have time to do them.
The remnants of the 43rd precinct have mounted an offensive.
Oh, fuck me.
My source says they're going to try and arrest Alden.
Good. That psycho should be behind bars.
Right.
The battle has already started, so you
I think this is the
your top
other junk. This is like the swamp mission, I think. I'm not a fan of the Warren District. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not a fan of either the Warren District or even the other one, the Historic District, either. To be fair.
Don't move. You're under arrest.
Okay, but can you imagine living in this city without it being, like, this bad?
Escape, Cole. This could be our only shot.
Not even just, like, from the... Wait, there's guys, like, way down there. So that's probably where... Yeah, I know where he's at. I mean, he's right here. I don't think I have to... Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think I have to follow him.
I probably shouldn't get involved in this. Alden's still running around, and if he gets away, Moya's gonna have my hide. I could zap that guy and cut him loose.
So,
Maybe I just walk away and leave him there.
this is one of those things where, like, yeah, it's a karmic moment. But it's one of those random karmic moments that kind of happens. This one in particular, it's not random. This one's going to happen regardless of where you're at. But,
What the hell?
specifically speaking, there are times where, like, just randomly, people like that will show up. Okay, so in here, there's going to be, obviously, enemies, but on top of that, flash shards to worry about. So keep your eye out and keep an eye out for dead drops. Mostly kind of like in the end area, but still, you never know. So I'll be flicking that stick quite often. I'll be flicking that bean here and there and everywhere. And I'm eating shit, and there's like hardly any place to heal. Because this place barely has any. I mean, it's got some, but I can't seem to get to any. Like, ever. Okay. Still not a fan of not being able to shoot through fucking fences, but then again, that's there. That works every once in a while, which I guess I did that time. Yeah, of course they're behind the fences. What are they doing? I think we have to run down this way to, yeah, save cover. Technically, I guess you could probably just follow... God. You could probably technically just follow Alden in there and then, I don't know, go from there, I guess. But the path is usually, it's relatively straightforward. There's not much of a difference where you're going here. Like, the only way to really get in is, of course, through the fences. Like, you gotta go, obviously, past them and around them. Is there a turret guy, or am I seeing things? I'm seeing things. Oh my fucking lord. This is what happens when you plan hard. So, I'm trying to keep up with that the best I can. It just sucks when you get ambushed like this. You don't know where anyone's at, you're getting shot at randomly, and you're like, I don't know what's going on. Oh, the hell, though, we already upgraded that son of a bitch. Now, even though it says arc restraint... Okay, it does do it. Okay, I was going to say. Yeah, you do actually get your live capture from it, which is very nice. Which I think is actually a really cool idea, though. And then, of course, I think the evil grenade is mainly just... Oh, you just get more. Which, by the way, I love the choice between evil and good. You know, it's funny because, like, a lot of games, people say, like... Well, the choices don't really matter. They don't really do much. Like BioShock, for example, like it's not really much of a thing for good versus evil, right? Like it's not like a big part of it. And yeah, it really kind of isn't. But it's nice to have it, I guess. You know, you get the option of like it. The evil good side is more so, well, of course, morality at that point. Like I guess player morality. But if you're like me, then it becomes more so like. Well, I could just harvest and potentially get more Adam. But then again, technically I think you get less Adam if you harvest or some shit like that. I don't know. Someone did the math once, and I think it's like a 10 to 20 difference. 10 to 20 like Adam difference. And nowadays, you have New Game Plus, which I barely play, if ever. I don't really play New Game Plus for BioShock. Funny enough. I've never beaten New Game Plus. It was a DLC thing anyway. What, you know, it doesn't really matter. It's not like me not playing that makes me a non-BioShock fan. It's just because, I don't know why, I've never felt like BioShock really needed a new game plus. I mean, it's, now that I'm older, it's like, okay, it's cool now. You know, like Red Steel 2, that fucking needed one. I don't think it even has one. But if we're talking about games that need one, yeah, that one definitely needed one bad. because holy shit. Like, it's just almost damn near impossible to get everything upgraded in one run in that fucking game. Which, by the way, you know, maybe I've thought about it, but there is a potential chance I might just say fudge it as well and do Ristil 2. And finish that sumbitch, too, because, that is also one that needs to be finished. I mean, yes and no. There's nothing inherently that needs to be finished besides the 2017 project, and then also the Transformers Devastation project on Hardcorean. And then, in all honesty, Mario Party Gauntlet, like, that's not really actually my thing. But, yeah. I don't need to finish it. I don't have any feelings toward it in terms of, like, finishing it. It would be nice, but it's not like, oh, it's necessary for survival. Like, no, I feel like this fucking thing pretty much is at this point. I don't know if I can do that. Well, we have a chance.
This used to be a park. Now it's a shanty town made out of junk. I can barely find my way through.
I mean, it worked. Alright. I'll take it. And then, yeah, blast shards are, like, basically in this area. Which, like I said, it's final area stuff, so... How close is he behind it? I'm not close enough. He did. Yeah, usually a head shock is enough to sometimes kill enemies. But Dustman, not so much. Well, looks like it's alright. At doing that. Okay, he keeps dodging my shit here. I'm getting blasted from behind. I don't like this. So I'm about to die, and I'll have to end up, I think, restarting the whole thing over again. So I don't feel like doing that. Just stay calm. Find out if there's anything I can grab. Kill these assholes. Get my electricity back, because I need it. There's electricity right there. That's what I thought. Okay. So this is a weird blast shard. It's like hidden right in the fire. Like, you have to take damage from that thing. I don't know how you're supposed to do that without taking damage, I mean. That was weird. I did happen to save the game from the last episode, so I learned from my many mistakes. Which, honestly, if I had saved the game... Actually, I know why I quit this fucking thing for it last time. It's because I didn't save it. That was why. Yeah, I didn't save the fucking game, and I had to start all that over again. I was like, I'm not doing that shit. And I don't blame past me, but looking back at it now, it's like, it wasn't even that difficult, dude. You go like 5-6 missions in, you're fine. And plus, you know, you love InFamous. You could have done it. Like, it wasn't that bad of a thing to really do. Okay, so that takes care of this area. Maybe.
It's been 2 weeks since I've had any contact with the agency.
I think. I don't know. Did I have to follow him the entire time? No. Oh my lord. Fine. We'll follow his stupid old ass. I mean, well, I'm here on the halfway point, so I guess it's not all that bad, I guess. Yeah, we're fine. Ugh. How this old man is able to climb up here, I have no clue. No, we're at the end point again. Yeah. Where's the ghost? The ghosty goo. Oh, wait.
Don't let him escape! He's trying to fight! Suppressing fire!
Alright. I think this is the first time we ever get to fight this thing. Actually. So, have fun. I'm gonna try that redirecting thing, see what happens. That's cool. Alright, so basically, this is another conduit type. And you want to just blast his ass with just rockets and what have you. Problem is, he shoots you, like, a lot. And they do a lot of damage. And you can also shoot off the arms. That's kind of the thing you're supposed to be doing, technically. And I'm missing every possible shot. Also, yeah, blowing up his rocks sometimes tends to do, like, damage to him, I think. pretty much just treat it like an engine fight. Like, shoot at the arms, break them off. Best you can. There we go. And then once he's open, blast him full of rockets. When they start turning red, that's a good sign he's about to go to the great little conduit thing in the sky. And got 35 points out of that for a big old fight. Tate. Andrew Tate? Andrew Taint? Alright, so
Cops nabbed all.
blast shards.
They're taking him to
Oh boy, blast shards here.
Prepped and ready. But the military
This one might not be so easy. That one's on the outside.
head for the prison.
There's at least a couple, I think, on the inside here, if maybe not all of them on the outside.
Bring them out.
So, you'll need to come back through and, of course, grab them when you see them. So, we've pretty much gotten almost all of them out here. Sorry, my neck was hurting. We got most of them out here except for, like, a couple. You know, I've always wanted to, like, climb a tree, like, full on. But I always get too scared to do it. And I suck at climbing trees, and I get all worried, like, oh, it's so sticky. It's got all that weird stickiness on it. It's got all that weird stickiness on it. But hey, good news is, well, one, I can do that. But good news is we can come back through here. We don't have to worry about getting stuck on the outside. Like we would in some places. Like the Alden Strikes area, for example. That place is annoying. Another Terrabus. And by doing this Terrabus one, we finish up. I shocked the civilian. Oops. Well. There you go. And here. Come on. Hey, that's a photographer, isn't it? The photographer. I actually just say photographer. Can you fuck off? You're in my way. Wait, this isn't a bad zone. This is a non-powered up zone. Yeah, probably not a good idea to be doing this one. A Terrabus in a non-powered zone. No, I mean, it's just right over here. It's like right between a couple of... Yeah, it's right between the non-powered and powered area. That's scary. Which also, in order to get side quests going, I'm going to have to power stuff up anyway. Hang on.
Dustmen have another armored bus on the streets. They're killing people.
Yeah, they want out. Bad. What are they going to even do when they get out, anyway? Like, because the thing is, like, with the Reapers, too, it's like... Why do they fucking care? They can just stay here and shoot people up all the time. Like, if the Dustmen and all them just enjoy doing that regardless, why not just stay here and do it where you can? Because, like, once you get out of quarantine, then what? What are you going to do then? Live a boring life? You going to marry young and die old? You know, I mean, I don't know what they plan on doing with that shit. Make no sense to me. Do I have to kill everybody and their fucking mother? Sorry, I was trying to do this, but... That did no damage. Probably because I don't have all the fucking 15 side quests finished. Get the fuck out of the way, you dumb shits! I'm blasting everybody, I don't care. Which I think that was the thing I did before, too. I was like, I don't give a fuck anymore. These dumb assholes want to run my way with my shots. They want to run away in front of gunfire. Where it's obviously at. That's on them. I'm not stopping them. You know, that's civilian life for you. And honestly, who could fucking blame me? Like, you run into my shots. You think I'm going to have to go to bed tonight, you know, freaking out about, like, that guy that I accidentally shot? Well, you know, that's your fault, buddy, because you're the one that fucking ran into it. Can't blame that shit on me. I shouldn't feel bad for you. I mean, yeah. I'm an evil bastard, huh? Not really, I don't know. You know what's funny? When I was younger, I always wanted... Because, I played InFamous a lot. I was like, I want electrical powers. And now I think about it, it's like... Yeah, the power of electricity would be great and all. Like, don't get me wrong, but the concept that I can't go swimming anymore would just eat me alive. I can't take a shower anymore. Like, yeah, it wouldn't be very good. I would not live a very happy life at that point. Okay, so this mission in particular, if it's the one I'm thinking of, this one's going to suck. It's going to require a lot of shooting. Which, I mean, it's infamous, so, like, yeah, there's going to be a lot of shooting. I was hoping I could do the grind thing. You got to do, like, what, 4 grinds? And that to all be different, I think. Something like that, I don't know. Yeah, you can tell I've cleared up, like, there's a dead drop right there I cleared up, you know, there's blast shards in this area I've cleared up. It was mainly because I was running these missions back and trying them again. Alright.
14th precinct's getting hammered by the dustmen. Get over there and help them out. If we lose that precinct, we're in a world of trouble.
Which is over there, okay. I wasn't sure. Like, sometimes I remember, and sometimes I don't. Which is funny, too, because, like, I'm not really a big fan of open world games or sandbox games too much. But, man, you know, I love playing me some InFamous. I love playing me some Sly Cooper, some Jack. You know, those are sandbox. Like, I usually pretty much kind of have a good idea where things are at. This is not the fight I was thinking it was. That's a later fight I'm thinking of, actually. I'm thinking of where you have to defend that whole ass building. This is just more so like, well, I mean, I'm defending a building, yes, but I'm talking about like straight up. It's hard to explain, but I might have done it before, I don't know. It might be a later mission, I don't know, I don't remember. Make sure they all hit him, because if they don't, we're kind of fucked. And good news is, I have this ability where I can do this, and just get my electricity back by just straight up blasting him. Also, holy fuck, this controller is just annoyingly terrible. I'm not even using, like, the really bad one. I'm using, like, the off-brand third-party one. And it's not really helping me much here, to be honest with you. I don't really care much for it. Oh, yeah, you have to knock those back, I think. Yeah, those are a knockback, or maybe even potentially, like, rocket blow-up. Also, I'm a fat ass, because I was like, man, I kind of want to go get me, like, some, I don't know, like a burger or something somewhere, right? And it's like, dude, you just got Jimmy John's, man. You just went out and got Jimmy John's, and now all of a sudden, now you're hungry for, like, eat more shit? Like, calm your fucking titties. What I should have done was got some, like, gas station food, but I didn't. And hopefully, in my next vacation time I have, in the next couple of weeks, I'll hopefully try to, knock down. Oh, well, all 5 are done here. Cool. And we got the upgrade for it.
Pretty close. Thanks, Cole.
We got the upgrade for the overdrive thing, which I think just charges faster. And it probably arcs more often. But yeah, once that happens, you know, I kind of hope that I'll be able to work on myself. Maybe work out just a bit more. Lose a bit of weight, that kind of thing. Double the damage inflicted by overload burst. That's it. Okay, that was another. Goddamn. The thing is with this game is there's always a pattern type situation, right? I think it also charges faster, don't it? Who knows? But there's always a specific pattern with that district in mind. So I don't remember what the Neon one had in terms of stuff, mission-wise. I forget. But a lot of missions in the Warren are Terrabus missions. I think Neon was trains. They had, like, I want to say, like, 3 whole-ass train missions. Maybe, maybe not. I have completely forgotten. But I still feel like trains were, like, a big part of the Neon District. And now on this one, it's like, oh, well, the fucking Terrabus shit. Because, you know, we couldn't figure out a good side quest for Cole to do. But that was a cool one. And we can easily make that one a padding one, too. And then they did. They freaking did it. Those crazy bastards. They somehow did it. Sucker Punch, I mean. It's insane. Satellites and, of course, just surveillance stuff. Like, that's always going to be a thing that every district's going to have. It's a commonplace ordeal, regardless. I should probably just do this. Like, in all fairness, it's not bad now. I mean, Level 2 definitely kind of upped it up a bit, but I still think it's not that great. But then again, I don't use it. I'm not a tier list guy. I'm not a speedrunner. You know, I'm not like a big, giant, all-knowing, all-powerful InFamous player. I just love this game enough to where I've played it enough to say, yeah, I love this game. I don't know what more you want me to say about it. Alright. Yeah, I don't know why, but every time I play this, it's like, it always makes me want to jump and just start climbing a fucking Taco Bell. And weirdly enough, whenever I see Taco Bell, I think about this game too. And I think it's probably because of that. I also sometimes think of Lego Star Wars too, because I used to play this game, I think, in my mom's room back when I used to live at an older house. And I used to also play and rant Lego Star Wars 2 and like Metroid Prime and shit, and play them in her room for some god who knows what reason. I don't know why playing in mom's room was always like a thing I would do. Can you stop? It made no sense. It provided no benefits. Besides, I'm just playing in mom's room, I guess. I guess it's one of those things of like, well, if mom comes in here and sees it, she'd be like, what's that game? That looks cool. Because I was always excited to show off the games I would play, because I always thought games were cool. And, you know, my mom did play games, of course. You know, like Mario Sunshine, Luigi's Mansion. Like, she had her favorites, obviously. My dad would play a bit, too, like God of War for a while, and then just never did anymore. And then now he keeps always bringing it up. He always keeps bringing it up, like, he's going to play God of War 4. And it's like, no, you ain't. You ain't even, you can bring it, you can go play it all you want. You ain't going to finish it. I know that for a fact. I know that for a damn fact. Alright, so because this loser is right here, standing in the way of everyone, I think it's probably beneficial if I just nail him down and kill him. And I think I accidentally shot a rocket somewhere else. It probably just killed somebody. I'm going to get evil now. Thanks, game. Yeah, shooting him, I think, also should, in theory, do more damage. And get used to fighting these guys. You will be fighting these guys a lot in the next upcoming missions, if not even just this one. Which this next mission, if I'm not mistaken, might be the mission where you actually have to defend the jail. Which is pretty close to finishing off the main thing. Oh, yeah. Oh, God. Wait, do we have all the power up? No, we don't. Well, not starting that one right now, because that's going to take a while. It's like a 10-20 minute video right there. But anyway, that'll be it for this. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time when we play some more InFamous. And as always, take care, everybody.